Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetshoes.com, and today we are going to do the quick hardware and benchmark gaming review of the Micromax Android One phone which we have with us. This is called Canvas A1 which we have. Again, this device in terms of hardware specification is same just like other Android One phones. We have the other ones as well, which include Spice and the Carbon Sparkle 5, and this one is called Dream Uno, Spice Dream Uno. So we have the Micromax one as of now. In terms of gaming capabilities, all these three devices are same, so you can play almost same kind of games on all these three phones. In terms of performance, they are same. In terms of hardware as well, they are same, so there is no difference on that particular department. So let me just start this thing with the hardware configuration, and we will take a look over the Quadrant standard, and we will show you what kind of sensors which we have on this device. So here we have the system information for this device, and let's take a look over the hardware information. The model number of this device is Micromax AQ4501, and when we take a look over the processor, we have ARM V7 processor on this device, clocked at 1.3 GHz. We have quad-core processor on this device, which is MediaTek 6582 chipset, and we have the same hardware on the other Android One phones as well, which we just showed you. When it comes to the display on this device is 418 to 782. Again, this display resolution is FWVGA, which means that it should be 418 to 854, but because there are some part of the screen is actually being taken up by these touch capacitive buttons at times, that is why the screen resolution effective is slightly lower. And when we take a look over the GPU, we have Mali 400 MP GPU on this device, which is the information for the GPU. Let's take a look over the sensors. We have 3 6-axis accelerometer sensor, proximity sensor, light sensor, gyroscope sensor, orientation sensor, 6-axis magnetic field sensor, and we have motion sensor as well on this device, rotation vector, gravity sensor, and linear acceleration sensor as well on this device. And I can show you the hardware configuration of the other Android One phones as well. On these two devices as well, we have the same hardware. So let me just show you the sensor information. So we have the same sensors because we have the same hardware chipset across all these three phones, so that is why we have the same number of sensors as well on all these three devices. I can just confirm that. So here we have the system information, here we have the sensors. So as you can see, we have the same number of sensors on the Carbon Android One phone as well as on the Spice one, and we have the same thing on the Micromax Android One phone as well. So in terms of hardware specification, all of them are same. That is why I say the gaming will also remain the same. We are just doing the hardware and benchmark review of the Micromax one as of now. We will do it for the Carbon one because depending on what you install on these phones, the experience will get different, because I have installed different application on all these three phones, so the experience will be slightly different, but overall it will remain the same. Let's take a look over the Ninamark score which we have on this device. So we have got a score of 62.2 FPS over here, whereas on the Carbon one we have got a score of 62.3 FPS, and on the Spice one we have got a score of approximately let me just check out the score for the Spice one as well. So we have got a score of 62.3 FPS over here as well. So in terms of Ninamark score, they are same. In terms of multi-touch capabilities as well, all these three phones have the same 10-point multi-touch, which is again the same because of the same hardware and because of the same display panel. You can say we have the same display panel on all these three phones, which is an IPS LCD display, which gives you pretty good viewing angles, and that is why the display touch points also remain the same across all these three phones. Let's take a look over other information which we have for this device. Now we will try playing some games. Again, I have installed 2 games on this device, and for installing these 2 games, which include Frontline Commando D-Day, Blood and Glory, and Temple Run OZ, was fairly easy to get installed. Without SD card you can install it. Why do you need SD card on this device? This is something I'm going to tell you. Because the inbuilt storage on this device is kind of low. So inbuilt storage on this device on this one is 2.27. same goes for the Carbon one and the Spice one as well. So these two devices have the 2.27 GB as well in terms of the user available storage, but you do have support for SD card on all these three devices, and once you insert an SD card, then only you can take photos from the camera. Once you insert an SD card, then only you can install applications on the phone. Again, the applications are getting installed on the phone. By default, there is no option to install application or to change the default write disk on this particular device. So once you insert an SD card, you will install an application on the phone memory, and later on you will have the option of moving some application from the phone memory to the SD card. And it is possible on the Spice one, it is possible on the Android One phone of the Carbon as well, which is Sparkle V. Let me just show you the option over there. For example, if I have a heavy application like Amazon, which is a default application, this application cannot be moved to SD card, but all those applications which you install, for example, Frontline Commando D-Day, I have this application, I have the option of moving this application to the SD card. So in this case, not the entire application will get moved to the SD card, it will move some application data from the phone memory to the SD card, which will definitely reduce some load on the device. So let me just start playing some games on this device to show you the perspective. How does the gaming performance look like on the Micromax Android One phone, which is Canvas A1, and we will you can assume that the same gaming performance you will get on these two as well. So you can consider that this gaming review is going to be applicable for the Spice Dream Uno as well as for the Carbon Sparkle V as well. So let me just play this game now, and we will see how does this game actually work on this device and how responsive it is. So we have just started the game. Again, it takes some time to load the game, and in terms of graphics, I can see the graphics are loaded fine. There is no issue with that. I can see the shadow of the player, the gravity sensor on the device is working well. Touchscreen is pretty responsive. I do not notice any lag on the touchscreen when it comes to the response, and this game can be played quite easily on this device. Similarly, you can play other games like Subway Surfer as well on this device, which is also a game similar to this one, and the gravity sensor on the device is also working well, which is good. Let me just go and play the other game, which is the Frontline Commando D-Day, which is a medium graphic intensive game, and then we will run Blood and Glory. Again, Frontline Commando D-Day was only able to get installed on this device after I insert an SD card. Now we are about to play the Frontline Commando D-Day on the Micromax Canvas A1, which is the Android One phone. However, when we try to play this game on the Spice Dream Uno, on that device, this game was crashing. We could not play this game for some reason over there, but that is a particular device issue. It will not happen on all the Dream Uno, but that has happened with us. Again, you need an SD card, as I told you earlier, before you install this game, or without that you won't be able to install it. Even if you install it, you won't be able to play this game without the SD card inside the device. So again, Micromax Android One phone becomes a better value proposition because of this thing, because this device comes with an 8 GB memory card with the package once you buy it from Amazon, which is the best value for money in case you are considering Android One phones. So let me just start playing this game and show you the responsiveness of the display. So the display is pretty responsive to the finger touch. I can easily pan around and do the zoom as well. All the controls of the games are accessible. So let me just try killing these people over there. So I can easily aim and shoot, which is a good thing, and I do not notice any kind of lag on this device while playing this game, which is definitely a very good thing. So you can change the position. I can see that I can easily play this game on this device without any kind of graphic issues, but this does not happen for all the phones. Some of the games does have some graphic lag on this device when we tried playing it. But you can play games like Dead Trigger 2 and Frontline Commando D-Day very easily on this device without any issues, as you can see. So everything is good. Including the touchscreen response, including how you can aim and shoot, and in terms of graphics as well, everything is pretty fine on this device when it comes to playing this game. So now we are playing this game which is called Blood and Glory, and it is a pretty graphic intensive game which we have on this device. So this game is running fine on this device without any issues, but it does not happen all the time, which is something I would like to tell you. So in terms of gaming, it is pretty good. You can play some games on this device, but not all of the games can be played. Games like Frontline Commando D-Day cannot be played on this device, which is something I would like to tell you, because that is a very heavy graphic intensive game and you cannot play that game on this device. However, you can play Blood and Glory, which is also a very graphic intensive game. But when we tried playing this game earlier on the Spy Stream Uno, we were facing the problem of low storage. So you might face that problem in case you do not have the SD card, or in case your SD card is full. So I recommend you to have an SD card with this device, at least 8 GB of SD card, buy it for this device, so that you can actually have a very smooth gaming and multimedia experience on this device. So that's all from us. That was the quick benchmark and gaming review of the Micromax Android One phone, which is the Canvas A1, and you can consider the same gaming performance for these two phones as well. The only thing you need to have a proper gaming on any of these three devices is going to be the micro SD memory card, which you need. You will get that free with the Micromax One, whereas you do not get it with the Spice and the Carbon One. So that's all from us. Thanks for watching this video. In case this video helped you, you can always click the like button. You can always subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.